The moment the wheels touched down, he felt its ties watching a strange silence. Then the sharp bark of a uniformed voice, "Step aside, son." 12-year-old Dante had done nothing but sit quietly in first class, sipping juice and dreaming of space. But a single whisper from the woman beside him had summoned police to the gate. She said he didn't belong there. Now cameras were rolling, tension thick as jet fuel. And in 5 explosive minutes, her cruel assumption would backfire. Spectacularly. Welcome, story lovers. Comment your city below. Dante was bright, polite, and already obsessed with aviation. His mother, a successful attorney, had saved up airline miles to surprise him with a first-class seat for their cross-country trip to a STEM camp. He wore his favorite NASA hoodie, shoes spotless, eyes wide with wonder as they boarded. This was a dream, a taste of the future he imagined for himself. The crew smiled, and other passengers barely noticed the quiet black kid settling into his plush seat. That is, until she sat down next to him. A middle-aged woman in pearls and pressed linen. Her glances were sharp, her posture stiff. Dante thought nothing of it. He was too busy admiring the takeoff. But the tension around him began to shift. Whispers, side glances. A coldness in the air he couldn't quite explain. Something was about to happen, and it would change more than just his travel plans. 30 minutes into the flight, Dante noticed her watching him. Too often, too long. He offered a polite smile. She didn't return it. Instead, she leaned toward a flight attendant and whispered. The attendant nodded but didn't act. Moments later, she tried again, this time louder. "Are you sure he's supposed to be here?" Dante flinched, unsure if she meant him. But nay, eyes were turning. She insisted he didn't look like he belonged, claimed she'd seen him boarding alone, and wondered if he had snuck up from coach. The flight attendant approached Dante with forced calm, asking for his boarding pass. Hands shaking, he pulled it from his hoodie pocket. It's first class. Seat 3A, paid in full. The woman's expression faltered, but only for a moment. "I just thought maybe for security, she muttered. By the time the plane landed, airport police were waiting. Dante's mother, seated rows behind him, had no idea what was happening until she saw officers standing by the gate. Her heart dropped. The woman stepped forward, claiming she'd reported something suspicious. Cameras came out. People were watching. Then, an airline supervisor walked in, holding security footage. And with it came a twist no one expected. The supervisor hit play. On the screen, clear as day. Dante boarding with his mother, smiling, holding hands. No sign of deception, no breach, no threat. The woman's face drained of color. The crowd around them shifted from curious to furious. A fellow passenger stepped forward, voice shaking with anger. She lied. She profiled that kid. Others nodded. Phones recorded. Comments flew. Her voice cracked as she tried to defend herself, but no one was buying it anymore. The police stepped back. Dante clutched his mom's hand, confused, scared, but safe. And the woman escorted out not by force, but by the weight of her shame. Dear audience, if you're enjoying the story, don't forget to give it a like. It really helps. Dante got on the next flight, this time sitting beside his mom. But something had shifted inside him. The excitement, the pride of sitting in first class, it had been tainted by suspicion, by someone deciding he didn't belong. For his mother, it was a reminder that no level of success could protect her son from prejudice. The airline issued a public apology. The video went viral, but the damage was done. And this wasn't just one incident. It was a reflection of how racism travels quietly, even at 30,000 feet. So, what does it take for a Black child to simply belong? Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more powerful stories and new videos.